What is going on, everybody? So we are at day 1 in our 5-day video marketing challenge. All right. Woo! So I'm super excited that you guys are a part of this. And as you are joining, make sure that if you have any questions, okay, drop them below so I can, and also if you're uncomfortable with doing that, please message me. Feel free to message me because I want to make sure that you guys are taking action on this challenge and within this group and getting things going, okay? So we're going to go through a couple of rules. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible, but I've got a lot of stuff to cover, all right? So now we already have some lives in here just to let you know what I'm doing. I'm updating the first 2, and also the lives that are in here for day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will remain until I so decide to update them. All right. And as we learn and grow, we update things, right? So that's a part of it. So at the moment, they're going to stay in place, and I will just tag people. So the whole idea here is I want to make things as automated as possible, so we have a set system in place and that you have something that is very duplicatable that you won't have to remake all the time, all right? So this process is stacked on layers. And it's all about being set in place for you. So pay attention to that, okay? It's important. Okay, so for the 5 days, you're getting mini trainings, and you're going to get an action step for each day, and so you're going to take action on your business, so be looking out for those daily challenges, all right? You can go to the search bar and just say, type in day 1 or day 2, and it will start pulling up, all right? And usually you can do like a hashtag Bobby Rappin or a hashtag help for newbies to pull all this information up. I want you guys to be doing your live actually on your timeline, all right? This can be your user profile wall timeline, or it could be your page profile or page timeline. They're very different, but not in this group. Now, the reason why is I actually want your audience to see your lives, okay? I didn't do this before, but I want your audience to see your lives. And each of those lives are going to really help your business. You might get some business builders, some sales, customers, okay? So you're going to want to do your lives on your timeline and then share it here in this post, all right? For day 1. Day 2s will be in the day 2 post, okay? Let's see, we're going to want to, so share your day 1 post in this exact specific post. So I go back and I look at all the videos to see what you guys are doing, okay? So it also makes it much easier for everybody else to support you. It's much easier to know where all the lives are and if they're on a specific post. So the other thing I have is a bonus for you if you participate in all 5 days, all right? So I'm not going to reveal that to you yet. So anyone who participates in all 5 days and actually shows me, which is by posting in the daily live posts here, you're going to get an extra bonus that is not in the files tab, and it's really going to rock your business. All right, I want to bless you guys. So, okay, third, make sure that you're supporting each other. I'm all about supporting people in this group. That's what this is all about, all right? So if you're helping people get to where they want to be, you're going to get to where you want to be, all right? I believe that's kind of like the Zig Ziglar quote, all right? You need to help people, and that will come back to you. So check in and look at their lives. It's going to up their views, it's going to up their comments, and it's going to help them, and you will get that in return. That helps them out, and it's going to help you out because they're going to come back to you and do the same thing. generosity is going to come back to you, okay? I personally have experienced that on both sides. So you don't want to go on the other side. You want to be generous. If you're stingy with things, you're going to attract stinginess, okay? That's just how it is. It's just that type of thing. So that's another rule that I have for you guys, especially for your business, all right? So before I get into formatting and what your topic is for today, I'm going to go through a couple things that are going to help you with your lives. So when you're going live, you want to pay attention to the lighting around you, all right? That's really important. First thing is you want to have a good light source. Okay, so if your house is really, really dark, or if you have light behind you, that's not going to work very well. So you want to get to a window with a good light source. You want to make sure it's facing you, not behind you, all right? The sunlight is probably the best way to do that if you don't have an actual light source within your home. And the problem is if the lighting is behind you, we won't be able to see your face. And we need to see your face, okay? The business is all about people being able to get to know, like, and trust you. We need to see your expressions, and we need to see your face for that. So if you don't have light on your face, we can't see your facial expressions, all right? And so if that happens, you're going to have a hard time building this. So second now, for the energy standpoint, okay? Energy, it can drain. It can be drained over this, especially if you're brand new and if you're nervous about doing this. Trust me, I know, okay? I've been doing a few of these now, and I still have to make notes because I go on here, and honestly, I forget everything I want to say. I can have it all planned out in my head, and boom, from the beginning word, I am lost. So I have to have notes. You may see all of these people doing lives, and they're right on track, and they're just looking right at the camera. I cannot do that. So again, it's duplicable though, right? Duplicatable. Guess if I can do this while looking down at my notes, you can too. Absolutely. So you have to, okay, back to the energy level though, you have to up your energy because the camera drains energy. So you're going to feel a little weird at first, okay? It might feel a little off, a little different, right? But if you're coming in and you're really kind of coming in timid or not really sure of yourself, or you know, you're taking your time and drinking some water, and you're going to lose people. So you have to get that energy up before you start, and you need to keep that momentum going. All right. So the problem is that from a personality standpoint, you want your personality to radiate. You want it to flow into the camera. Okay. So you probably have to up it about 5 times or so, I would think. I don't talk like this all the time to my friends and family, right? I don't, but I want to get this energy level across to you so that you're not yawning or, you know, cutting out like, I can't keep up, you know? So you probably heard before that, you know, the camera adds like 10 to 15 pounds. Well, videos suck your energy to probably about that much level, okay? So I'm not saying that you need to be outside of your actual character zone or act crazy and spazzy if it's not your personality. But you just need to think about, like, if you're talking with a really good friend and you're really excited and it's just, you know, it's clicking and you're like happy and you're like just right there. Well, you need to have that kind of energy, all right? So then you need to up the personality, up the energy a couple notches, because that's going to radiate through you, and that's what you want to do, all right? So that's a really huge from an energy standpoint. Okay, last thing I have is a tip for equipment, okay? So there's 4 different stages of equipment. So first, it's just holding your phone, right? You're just holding your phone like a selfie, okay? Second is going to be a little bit more from a stabilization standpoint. So you're going to want to get a selfie stick. That's going to hold your phone. So especially if you're a person like me who likes to talk with their hands, it's very helpful. So really the only equipment that you need to start this process is your phone and a selfie stick. And also earplugs, okay? Not plugs, but the earphones, headphones. So instead of having these really big headphones, you can just have your little earbuds that you can talk into. And people will hear you much better, especially if you're in an area where there's a lot of noise, all right? I should actually do that more because a lot of times my dogs go wild while I'm doing the lives. And that causes a lot of distraction. So that's just something to consider, okay? So people will hear you better. The other 3 levels, you want to get into that to make sure that, you know, if you want to do that, reach out to me. The third would be like going to your from your laptop. Now there's software that you can use that you can go live from your desktop. You can put graphics on it. There's many different things you can do. That's more of an advanced technical level though, and it's a little harder, and you really don't need to do all of that yet, okay? You can even do like a little, you can have somebody on, like you can do the dual live video. So you can actually interview somebody live just by doing your phone, okay? So the 4th level would be like a dedicated studio. Okay, so that's your goal, but you really have to get kind of good, and that's going to help you create income. So if you're reading my Science to Getting Rich book in here, you're going to have, you're going to see that it's a whole bunch of visualization and mindset change. Okay, it's not weird stuff though. Believe me, I thought that it was going to be kind of strange and kind of, you know, I don't know about that, but it's not. It's actually, it makes a lot of sense, and I can actually go back and look at things that I have visualized years ago that I have really, really wanted, and I really thought about, and they have come into my life. And it's the same for the negative. So it's an excellent, excellent book. Eventually you may get to the 4th stage, but right now we're talking about the 1st and the 2nd stage, okay? So I highly suggest at least getting to the 2nd stage. So you got a selfie stick, you got that stabilization standpoint, okay? So that's all you need. Phone, selfie stick, headphones. All right, that's it. Okay, so we talked about the rules. We've talked about how to get your lighting, equipment, and energy standpoint to increase your Facebook Lives. All right, so the last thing that we're going to talk about today is the formatting of your Facebook Lives. This is super important. If you randomly go out and just do a Facebook Live, which I was doing for the longest time, okay, I'm finding a better way. This is a better way. So you're not going to be able to translate exactly what you want to get across to your audience by doing that, though. So I usually go live on my phone, and I have my bullet points on my computer. Now, you can do this in print out instead. You can have them like a little sticky note right on your phone. Okay, so you can do what works for you. There's not a set thing like that. Like I was saying, I have my notes. So if you haven't done it yet, I have a gift for you. Go over to the file section, all right, and go and get the live video cheat sheet. All right, that's the formatting cheat sheet for doing lives. Be sure to download that and use it. You can print it out. You can make some bullet points on it so you don't get lost in what you want to say. That's the basic format. And by the end of the week, I'm going to be giving you other ideas to turn this up a notch. Again, this is a process, and it's leveled on each other. So pay attention to that, okay? It's really important. So I hope this is making sense so far. Let me know if you have any questions, all right? Interact, let me know, even if you're watching the replay of this. And I will come back and I will read them all and get back to you, I promise, all righty? So this is the basic format. First, you need to have a great headline. Okay, so you're gonna want to make your audience curious. So if you don't have a good headline, people aren't going to pay attention. Excuse me. Facebook is all about interruption marketing. So if you think about it, people are scrolling, right? They're on their oh, I forgot what it is. But anyway, you know, they're scrolling right past everybody's posts. And so you really need to catch it really, really quick. It's how you disrupt them, okay? That may sound like a negative thing, but it's what you want to do and have them pay attention to what you're putting out there. So you have to have a great headline. So if you need ideas on headlines, start paying attention to what other people in your industry put out there that catches your attention, and use it, you know, redo it for your industry, for your message. Especially for an online marketer, you really need to start paying attention to what's catching your attention on Facebook. And really, if it's catching your attention, it more than likely is catching your audience's attention, okay? So that's really important to think about. So especially in a particular niche. So if you're, for example, if you're in the health and wellness industry, go to a health and wellness leader and see what kind of posts they're putting out there, okay? Read their headlines. So you have to have that attention-grabbing headline. Either duplicate that or adjust it to help in your particular niche. Something I try to take a look at, especially when I'm in the grocery store now, is I take a look at all the headlines around me. I mean, look at all the headlines that you have access to in a grocery store. Magazines, cereal, I mean, all kinds of headlines. Take some of those that pop out to you and, you know, redo it for your niche. So you have to get people's attention from the get-go. You can't wait for people to get on either, okay? Hear this one? You cannot wait. It can't be like when you click the live button and you're like, well, I'm going to wait until people start joining us. So, hope you're having a great day. I'm going to wait till like 5 more people are here though. So, think I'll take a drink of water because I'm started to cough anyway, so I might as well take that time to do that. So, yeah, you're going to lose people. They're going to think like, really? Don't do that. You know, I mean, the people that already have like the huge audience, maybe that, you know, they can get past that, they can get by with that, but if you're just starting, it's not going to work for you. So don't do that. People have the attention span of a goldfish. Have you heard that? Seriously. There was a report that came out that we now have the attention span of a goldfish, which is about 6 to 8 seconds. So that's pretty quick, right? So you need to get on that immediately. So it's great when you have people live, but here's the key. Facebook Live videos are actually geared more towards the replay viewers. So you really need to cater to the replay viewer and not just the live person. All right. So you need to have your videos structured around the replay. So I mean, that's just the nature of how things are with this. And you want to do that because those replay viewers are usually going to be more than your actual live viewers. Okay, so you need to cater to that for 6 seconds. You need to capture their attention. I'll get more into different ways that you can capture attention, but the easiest way is just restate your headline. Just restate your headline. Say I have a headline that's about Facebook Lives. So I have 3 tips. I'll have 3 tips, and what I'll do is start out with 3 tips on how you can get more Facebook viewers on your Facebook Lives. And that's it. And then you go into your intro. You know, stick around if you want to hear more, and then let them know who you are. Okay, so make that short and sweet, and that will give you a pretty good punch, okay? It will get them. So, okay, something like who you are for the intro, okay? Who you are, where you're from, and why you're there, what you do. People are watching your live video. They're not always going to know who you are, especially if you're sharing your videos into groups, okay? So you need to explain who you are to your audience just in case you have new viewers. So who you are and what you do, you usually say something like, hey, I'm Bobbi Raffin with BobbiRaffin.com, coming to you live from Oregon. I help folks start and grow their online businesses part-time and online. So I also help with residual income without chasing your friends and family. Okay, something like that. Now, it's super important to get your intro in there specifically to what you do, okay? Now, a little tip is when you are talking about yourself, especially on your timeline, okay? Don't talk about your company or your product. You really want to stay away from that, okay? You don't want to let that all out of the bag. You want to create curiosity. That's what the beautiful thing about these lives and the curiosity and attraction marketing posts are all about, okay? It's creating the curiosity. Don't let the cat out of the bag, so to speak, you know? I'm going to teach you how you can promote your business and your product without actually selling them later on. So people actually start reaching out to you, okay? You want people to start reaching out to you, and that's what's happening. It just is how it works. It's amazing. So the strategy around that is that you put it all, you know, all out there for people. People are going to just Google it, and they're going to find bad reviews. You're going to lose them, or they're going to join somebody else before you even have an opportunity to talk to them. Now, that's not going to help you, right? It may help the other person they find on Google, but it's not going to help you. So you have to make sure that you don't have your business or your products all over your timeline, all right? Especially when you're doing lives. Don't do that. People will just think, oh, they just want to sell to me, and you'll lose them. You don't want people to think that. Also, I do a sort of call to comment. That's a CTC, such as, hey, drop your favorite emoji, or hey, you guys want to drop a 1 if you're catching the live, or drop me a 2 if you're catching the replay. Make sure that, and I make sure that I go back and say hi to everybody, okay? So the reason why you do that is for engagement. That's really important. Engagement, engagement, engagement. Business building, business building, business building. Okay, so you get that engagement on your Facebook Live. The more Facebook will actually share it out to people, and the more engagement you will start getting. It's really important. So the next live is actually, the next part, I should say, the next part of your live for today is actually, or not for today, but it's actually the subject and to do the training, what you're wanting to talk about, okay? The main subject matter. So train on what you want to say, whatever it is. Next, you do another call to comment. Something like, hey, was this helpful to you? Great. If it was, drop me a yes below. And that will continue to build that engagement, and that's what you want. Also, there's a team member. If there's a team member, you can, you know, ask them beforehand, tag them if it's okay with them, get them on there, and they can kind of like help you with that and start, you know, doing little likes and hearts and making comments. That will help you, okay? If you guys want to do that, let me know. I can help you with that. You can help me with that. We can like just make a tag team here. All right. So let me know in the comments below if you're interested in that. And the last part of it is we want to go into more detail, or we'll go into more detail on this at a later part of the process. If you want some kind of call to action, okay, you really do. Without a call to action on your live videos, they're just in vain. Nobody's going to do anything, okay? And you want people to do something. So a call to action could actually be another comment, all right? It is not selling and it's not clicking your link. So every time you do something on social media, it really should have something to do with a call to action. So you want to say something like, hey, if you want more information, you know, let me know below. Or, hey, if you got some value from this and want to learn more about this subject, type a yes down below. Or also, if you want to continue learning on what I'm training, make sure that you click the notifications so you can continue getting my live videos, you know, and that will have them, that's telling them to do something. Usually people will do it. Does that make sense? I hope this is helpful so far. Let me know, okay? All right, so that's a simple call to action. You don't want to be salesy though. You don't want to say, hey, buy my stuff or click my link. You know, you don't want to do that. People don't like to be sold to. They don't like that. They will buy from and join people they know, like, and trust. Just saying, that's how it works, okay? They need to be able to have the opportunity to know, like, and trust you. All right, so lives are all about building engagement, building your audience, where people get to know you. Eventually they will buy from you or they will want to join your business. That's just how it's working, okay? So growing your audience is super, super important. You're always getting new friends and meeting new people. Those people will watch your live video. The more Facebook will share it out, the more that their friends will watch your live video. And also, if you share it to groups, that's a good idea too, okay? So for example, let's see. I'll use one of my industries. I'm in the health and wellness space and I help moms get back in their skinny jeans without starving themselves. So all moms are going to be like, in that group, they're going to be like, that's me. I want my skinny jeans. You know, they're going to relate to that. So give your name, website, or do the call to action. Introduce yourself, name, website, tagline coming from. You do your training, then you call to action. Okay, so that's the basic format. I want you guys to take action, all right? That's what this is all about. If you don't take action, nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to happen. So you need to be coachable and you need to be able to take instruction and just go with it, okay? Follow the 5-second rule. Don't think about it longer than 5 seconds, just do it. Okay, that's working for me. And I used to not to do that, but I do now. Okay, so today is the motivational, or today's topic is the motivational video, all right? Now, why motivation? Because in our industry, there's quite a lot of negative Nellies out there. Have you noticed that? There's a lot of negative people in general now. So if you want people to follow you more, inspire them, educate or give value to them, entertain them. So today it's all about inspiring people, okay? That motivation. So what I want you to do is either read something or listen to something inspiring and motivational. Then what you do is you go back into this format that I'm giving you and do a video about it, all right? You can make it really easy, really quick, okay? In this group, I gave you the book, The Science of Getting Rich. Make sure you read that or listen to the audio. I have a link there that you can get either PDF or audio. So make sure you take advantage of that. It was written in 1910 and it still has so much value. It's just crazy. I'm really surprised. I finished it and If you haven't read this book, I highly suggest you read this book. It's amazing. Also, The Secret that I shared with you guys. That video is probably about 90 minutes long, I believe, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that is crazy good. It's like, yeah. And so it all makes sense. And I'm telling you, every 6, 7, and 8-figure earner that I am meeting, it just embodies what this book teaches. It's incredible. Every single time that I actually follow the teaching in this book, the things come to me, because I can now look back on that I just kind of did it without, of course, reading the book, without knowing what I was doing. But I can look back now and, oh my gosh, I did that, and that actually came to me. That actually happened. And now I'm getting to realize the actual process of why. So it's incredible. I'm really loving it. It's not weird like I personally thought it was going to be kind of, okay, weird, but it's not. It actually isn't. It makes a lot of sense. So get that book, read the first couple of chapters at least, and then talk about it. I also shared The Secret. That's incredible. Very motivational. Now I know a lot of people, want to actually see the hands-on example. So I'm going to be sharing that in the group with you when I get done here. And so I would say something like the headline, did you know that getting rich is a scientific process? And then I'd say something like, hey, did you know there's a book that tells you that it's okay to be rich? Well, if you want to know more about that, you got to stick around, okay? And then I go into everything else, and again, I will share that in the post here. So, don't be intimidated by this process either, okay? It can be kind of scary at first, and let me tell you, the more you practice, the more comfortable you feel. Make some notes if you need to. It is okay to do things in the way you need to do them to get it done, because if you don't start, it's never going to happen. And that's it. You got to take action. This is to build action, and it's to change your mindset. All right? You are important, and you are worthy. I am telling you, you're important and worthy, and you can do this. You can change your life, and you can change your business starting right now, today. All right? That's how quick it took for me. Okay, I was stumbling all over everything, not sure what direction to take, and I found this information, and boom, 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 boom. It's like the cycle that's just taking over. So take the steps, and it will start happening for you. Okay, I want your guys' businesses to go strong and thrive like crazy. Okay, and well, that's all I have for you today. Oh, also remember, if you do all 5 days, I have a special bonus for you that I am not sharing in the group. So be sure to let me know when you do the live videos and share them in the posts. And I will see you guys soon, all right? Okay, so proud of you. All right, bye.